2 Adams, going to be code 9 behind the 417 suspect. We're going to be at the Guile Hero parking lot.
New Year's Eve, a time for celebration. And as you can see here, we have ourselves a food truck serving up some food from Three Guys to a New Year's Eve party so people can celebrate the brand new year of 2024. They're getting all their food, their burgers, their fries, their drinks. But there is a second part of New Year's Eve that you don't really see. And that part is all the first responders that have to get slammed with calls due to all the accidents and people acting out on New Year's Eve. As you can see here, the sheriff is giving their briefing there at the Compton station before they head out on patrol. And once these deputies head out onto the streets, head out onto patrol, it's up to them to keep the order, up to them to keep the peace, to break up the fights, to solve all the traffic accidents, and make sure that almost everybody will have a good New Year's Eve and a good New Year's Day. But as the clock strikes 12 and the New Year's Day is brought in, parties continue to rage. More specifically, this big old house party that's in the smack dab middle of a Compton suburb, causing a whole bunch of noise to their neighbors. At first, the neighbors are understanding. However, after 30 minutes turns into an hour, turns into an hour and a half, turns into 2 hours after midnight, the neighbors are fed up and are ready to call 911 and call the police so that the neighbors can pipe down and quiet down their noisy party.
Compton Sheriff Station Deputy Alvarez, how may I help you?
Hello, I'd like to file a noise complaint. It's going to be at 7053 Franklin Court. Me and my roommate were trying to sleep right now, and I can hear it in my room, he can hear it all the way in his room, and he's across the whole house. And basically, it's already 2 a.m., New Year's is already over, and we'd either like for you guys to shut the party down, or at least tell them to put the noise down. Just send a couple of deputies over there and just do what you can so you can please stop the noise.
All right, sir. What's your name and address so you can give the deputies more information?
Alright, my address is going to be 7052 Franklin Court. We're the next door neighbor, and my name is going to be John. Please send someone quickly.
All right, sir. The deputies are on the way. Attention, Compton units. 282 David with the handle, 286 David, and 281 Sam with the assist. 415E, 911A, 7052 Franklin Court. Informant states the loud party has been going on for over 6 hours. Informant and roommate are trying to sleep. Informant requesting deputies to break up the party.
Now the deputies enter the neighborhood and are closing in on the problem house. But before they go in, they go over to the neighbor's house so that they can get a statement from them. Because after all, they are the informant and they want all the information they can get before they go moving into some unknown party in an unknown house that they have no floor plan of and no pre-planning. But there we go, we got the 2 initial deputies right there, and it seems we got our 3rd deputy right around the corner, pulling right on in. After they mark themselves on scene, the deputies exit their cars and go up to the neighbor's house so they can get more information about what's going on with this loud party at 2 a.m. The deputies say, hello, you called 911, so they confirm they're talking to the right people. They say, yes sir, we did. And they ask what the issue is. They basically get given the rundown of what exactly is the big problem. They get told how many people approximately are at the party, what's going on at the party, the noises they're hearing at the party in case anybody's armed, unarmed, in case anybody has a knife, anything. They have to know all that information, or at least try to know all that information before they call in additional deputies so that they can help break up this party, or at least tell them to put the noise down. But the guys over at the other house have no idea what's going on. As the deputies on scene wait by their car and wait for their additional units were only minutes away. As you can see here, they're entering into the neighborhood, prepared to help disperse this party. And as you can see, one of the units went around back to make sure that that house is covered around the back in case anybody decides to leave. They'll at least have eyes on the place. And also, as you can see, some of the people are outside now, wondering what's going on. Why are the sheriffs here? And why are they all parked up next to their neighbor's house? But once again, more units are still pouring in. 2 sergeants, 2 supervisors are now arriving on scene so that they can help this party dispersal go as smoothly and as cleanly as possible. Once the sergeants are ready and they also arrive on scene, the deputies decide to make a briefing huddle so that they can get a game plan ready to go help break up that party. Just in case there's anybody there that's not supposed to be there, they want to make sure that everybody is accounted for and no one escapes. And once the game plan is finalized, they make sure that once again everybody knows what they're doing before they break up the huddle and head back to their cars. There they go now, walking back to their cars, getting ready as if nothing else is going on. Of course, they also had to make sure that all their lights were off so that the partygoers didn't suspect the thing. They just saw a couple sheriff cars outside. But what? Why are they here? Why could the sheriff possibly be here at 2 o'clock in the morning while you're blaring loud music, waking up the whole neighborhood? But here we go. They're about to implement their plan into place. It's going to be a 3 in front, 3 in back, split up. And as you can see there they go around the front and boom! Now they're pouncing in, they're turning on their lights. Surprise attack to the people inside. They weren't expecting this. And as you can see there, they got more deputies going around the back. They got their 3 in front here, got the front door completely solidified, and now they're going around the back there and also have the back door completely encased and completely encompassed by sheriff's deputies. There is nowhere for these guys to run, nowhere for these party goers to go. And here's the perspective from the inside. As you can see here, we just got everybody enjoying themselves, dancing, having a nice time, of course, at 2 o'clock in the morning, bumping their loud music, enjoying themselves, and then boom, in come the sheriffs, completely swarming the house and surrounding the house. They got nowhere to go. They're getting completely blocked in, and they got an air unit overhead as well. There is no escape from this house. Now it's time to go and speak with the sheriff's deputies outside. The head party planner goes outside to go speak with the deputies. He's in that banana costume right there. He's to make sure that everything's going a-okay because he sees a bunch of sheriff cars outside of the house, a helicopter in the air. He thinks something bad is happening. And then, of course, we got the homeowner going to speak with the deputies in the back to let them know that everything is a-okay. But at the same time, he's also a bit wary of these people in his house. He's kind of afraid to ask them to leave because he doesn't want to get dropped from the social circle. He wants to still be seen as the cool homeowner dude. But at the same time, he also wants to go to sleep. After a couple minutes of speaking with the sheriff's deputies, the owner decides, you know what, it's time to kick everybody out of the house. I'm sick of this noise too. I also want to go to sleep just like my neighbors. So he says, follow me inside and let's just get everybody out of that house. It's time for everybody to go. Let's go, let's go. They're going to pack them all up around the front. And of course, the party planner already called for a bus. Once the party bus arrived and every guest was accounted for, in addition to the house being completely cleared to make sure there were nobody left behind, they entered into the party bus. Of course, while the homeowner's party was shut down, the party planner had this party to keep on going. He wants to keep it going all night long until the sun shows up. So off they go into the bus. They're helping each other on. And of course, the homeowner, with his big headache after seeing the mess that these guys left behind, decided, you know what, I think I'm going to go inside this ambulance here. Of course, it's non-emergent, but he's like, no, I want to get checked out of the hospital. So everybody, either way, is leaving this house. This house went from being jam-packed to now being completely empty. And there we go. The medical staff is doing their final checks of their ambulance. The driver did their final checks of the bus. And now they are heading out there onto the road off to their next party destination. And after around an hour of driving, their next destination was a nature park and lodge. And here they go, arriving right here, gonna give the gate guard their pass so that they can pass on through. Of course, he asks, do you have the park pass specifically? He says, yes, sir. He hands it on over. All this stuff was pre-planned. It was just a matter of when. And there goes the party bus there, going up the hill now to go and continue this party. You already know that after an hour of waiting, after an hour of driving, these guys, these party goers inside are restless and are ready to get out of this bus and go continue their party inside of one of these log cabins. And here he is, arriving at one of the log cabins while everyone else is sound asleep because after all, it's already past 3 a.m. at this point. These guys are continuing on with their party. They're tired, but they're fighting it off. They believe that they can beat tiredness. They can beat everything when it comes to partying. They're gonna party like there's no tomorrow. Because technically there isn't. Because tomorrow is already today. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And there they go, entering into the house. Even the bus driver is going in just to be, of course, their designated driver. Their designated supervisor to make sure that everything goes as planned. But there you go, guys. I hope you all have a happy new year.